Noticing the rise and fall of the chest. And starting to bring your awareness to the expansion in the ribs and the torso. Just a moment of meditation can make all the difference to the rest of the day, even if it's only 2 minutes. That's all you can manage. It has a really profound effect on the nervous system, on the mind. It's like a reboot. So imagine that your computer has all its screens open and try and do something and it kind of freezes. That's what the mind does when we have too many things going on. Meditation is like Control Alt Delete for the mind. So just noticing the breath. Notice the flow in and out through the nostrils. Soften the face and the jaw. Relax the shoulders. Become aware of the space above you and the ground beneath you. Drawing all that tension away from the outside world and inside the body. Taking the arms down by the sides with the palms facing up, gently blinking the eyes open. Taking a nice big inhale, fill the belly, fill the ribs, fill the chest, press the palms together, look up to the palms. Stretch the arms alongside the ears. Nice big deep breath in. And exhale, draw the hands down through the center of the chest. Pressing the palms firmly together, press the fingertips together, feel those arms activate. On your next exhale, point the fingertips down towards the ground. Keep pressing the wrists together. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Find your Ujjayi breath. And inhale, point the fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, twist to look over the right shoulder. Keep breathing deeply into the ribs, the spine nice and tall. And then on an exhale, taking the outside of the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Pressing the palms into the center of the chest. Pressing that right shoulder back and looking all the way over the right shoulder till we feel a really nice deep twist in the spine. Lovely, then release, coming back to the center. Extend the arms out, take the right arm underneath the left. Press the palms together, find your eagle arms. Take a nice big inhale as you lift the elbows, look to the hands. Little arch in the back. And exhale, bring the elbows in towards the chest, round the spine. Inhale again, lift the arms, arch the back. Exhale, round the spine, elbows come into the chest. One more time in your own time, using your own breath. Feel that movement in the spine. And then releasing the arms down by the sides. Inhale, take a big breath in, fill the belly, fill the ribs, fill the chest, press the palms, look to the hands. Exhale, draw the hands down through the center. Pressing the palms firmly together. Feel those pec muscles start to activate. And then on an exhale, put the fingertips down towards the ground. Inhale, bring the fingertips all the way up. And as you exhale, twist to look over the left shoulder, twisting from that mid-spine. Nice, long, slow, steady breaths all the way up and down the spine. And then if you want to intensify, bringing the outside of that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Twisting to look deeper over that left shoulder, pressing the palms into the center of the chest. Using the breath just to create space in the body. Well done, then coming all the way back to the center, extend the arms out, left comes underneath the right, press the palms together. Squeeze the upper arms together, and as you inhale, lift the hands, look to the hands, arching the spine. Exhale, round the spine, bring the elbows in towards the chest. And take another couple of these in your own time. Use the breath. And whenever you're done, coming back to the center, resting the hands on the knees, dropping the chin to the chest. Let's just give the neck and shoulders a little bit of love. Allow the head to be heavy. And just notice any tiny sensations you can feel in the neck and shoulders and the upper back. Really let the head go, let it be loose. And then as you inhale, drawing the chin over the left shoulder till you feel a really nice stretch down the right side of the neck. As you exhale, rolling the chin down through the center. Inhale to look over the right shoulder. And one more time, either side, nice and slowly, just roll the chin. Let the weight of the head do the work. And taking it to the other side when you're ready. And then coming back to the center, planting the left hand on the outside of the left hip, Reaching the right arm all the way up and over, finding that nice lateral side stretch. Coming all the way down onto the forearms if you want to. Keeping that right hip planted, just feeling a stretch all the way into the right side of the body. Gorgeous. And then exhale, same on the other side, plant that right hand down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Come all the way over, looking underneath the left arm. And then inhale all the way back up. Interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you. Inhale, reach the arms above the head. Really press the palms to the sky. If it feels okay, you can look for the hands. Keep reaching the arms up. Imagine that you're drawing the breath down through the palms, the hands down through the arms and into the belly. Amazing. Release the hands. Walk the fingertips forward. Come into a little forward fold. Bring the forearms down. Bring the forehead down. Close the eyes. Take a couple of nice big deep breaths. And then walking all the way back up, taking the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, draw the knuckles down towards the ground, squeeze the shoulder blades back together, change the cross of the legs, and then we're going to come forwards again as we press the arms away from the body, slowly lowering the forehead down to the ground. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades back together. And inhale, slowly come all the way back up. And we're going to come onto all fours. So pressing into the fingertips, spread the weight across the hands. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And close your eyes and just take any movements that feel nice for the spine. So take some cat-cows, take some hip sways. Just check in and see what the body needs today. Maybe some figure of 8 if you're feeling coordinated. This is the beauty of practicing at home by yourself. When you're not watching somebody else or taking instruction, you start to really listen to what the body needs and you just are guided by your own body, by your own breath. And you guys are all quite experienced yogis, so I know that that's something you'll be able to do at home by yourself. Well done. Then coming to sit back into a kneeling position, taking hold of either elbow, and then dropping the elbows down onto the mat. Releasing the hands and interlacing the fingers, tuck the toes underneath, press the hips up and back, doing like a forearm down dog. And we're going to do some dolphin press. So as you inhale, reach forward, see if you can touch the mat with your nose or your chin, and exhale, push back. And just take about 10 of these, nice and mindfully, and notice where you can feel the strength in the upper arms and the shoulders. Amazing. You can make it a little bit easier by taking the feet further back. You can make it harder by bringing them closer towards you. Or if you're really not feeling the strength today, just drop the knees down. Amazing. Let's do 2 more. Make them really nice and slow and strong. Gorgeous. And then drop the knees down, come back up to your kneeling position. Keep the toes tucked underneath. We're going to do everyone's favourite toe stand. I think it's Sarah that hates this one. Sorry, Sarah. So just take this as gently as you need to. If it's really painful for you, then just lean forwards. If not, you can work to start leaning backwards to put a little bit of pressure on the feet so that we're stretching this fascia underneath the feet. And then we're just going to work into the wrists. So take the arms out in front. Start to roll the wrists nice and slowly. Just paying attention to which muscles are being used in the lower arms. And then crossing the arms over and interlacing the fingers. And then roll the wrists inside. It's a really nice wrist massage. Really important to warm up the wrists if we're going to do lots of down dogs or vinyasas. And then change the cross of the hands, so take the opposite hand over. Roll the wrists again. Come back to your Ujjayi breath. Well done if you're still on your toes. We're just going to gently come out of that toe stand, so release the toes down. Oh, feel the creaks and cracks. And then we're going to stretch the front of the ankles. So dropping the tops of the feet down, bring the hands behind you and lifting the knees until you can feel a nice stretch on the front side of the shins and the ankles. And as always, if you get any sharp pain or it doesn't feel right, then please just come out of it. This practice is all about what your body needs, not what I'm telling you to do. So just take 2 more nice deep breaths here. Well done. Then slowly come out, walk the fingertips forwards, come back to your all fours, tuck the toes underneath, slide the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. And again, taking any movement with the legs that feel nice. Stretch out the backs of the hamstrings. I quite like to bend the knees and pulse backwards and forwards and maybe lift one arm up. Almost like a little practice for wild thing, which we will be doing shortly. Nice. I think they call this crouching cat in one of the yoga disciplines. And then when you're ready, finding stillness in your down dog, just paying attention to the alignment, so spreading the fingertips nice and wide. Keeping the elbows a little bit soft so the inside of the elbows are looking towards each other. Finding that space across the collarbones. Cinching in the ribs, pressing the hips up and back. Amazing. And then bending in the knees and sliding the right heel all the way up and back into the sky. Making sure that that leg hasn't sort of travelled left or right. We want nice and central. We point the toes down towards the ground so the hips are squared. Lovely. Keep reaching with that heel. And then exhale, bend that right knee, open up the hips, look underneath the right arm, coming into your scorpion tail. So open the hips up towards the right. And either stay here or if you want to come all the way over into your wild thing, dropping that right foot behind you, lifting the right arm, pressing the hips up and back. Or just See if you can bring the shoulders to come over towards the wrists. Amazing. Well done. Exhale, plant that right hand down. Slide the right leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, draw it into the chest. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. Really hug that knee into the chest. Shoulders are over the wrists. And then exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Drop the left knee down. Amazing. So just take a couple of moments here to allow the hips to get used to this position. And then we're going to slide the right foot onto the outside edge. Bring the right hand to the inside of the right knee. Just putting a little bit of gentle pressure on that knee so we can open the outside of the right hip. Well done. Then release the right arm all the way up and back. Bend that left leg and take hold of the toes of the left foot. Keep pressing the right shoulder back. Keep the left elbow, so make sure that that left elbow hasn't hyperflexed. So just take a little soft bend in that left elbow, the supporting elbow. Lovely. Should be feeling a gentle stretch on the front of that left quad. Well done. Then slowly release that back leg down. Plant the hand back inside the right foot. Tuck the left toes under and lift that left knee off the ground so we're in a nice low lunge. Keep squeezing everything into the center here so we're nice and strong. And if you want to, you've got the option to come down onto the forearms. Amazing. Everyone is looking super strong. Keep the neck nice and long in line with the spine. Keep squeezing that left glute. Come back to your breath. If you're on the forearms, just start to come up onto the hands. And then bending the left knee, place it all the way to the top of the mat and sit on the inside of the left foot. So you're sitting on the sole of the left foot. As you inhale, reach the right arm all the way up. And then we're going to wrap this right arm around the outside of the right knee, right shin, and find the bind. So catch hold of the hands behind you. If this is too much, if the bind's not there, then just stay here holding this right knee. You've all got it, amazing. And you've got an option to bring the forehead all the way down onto the left knee. See if that feels okay for you. Well done. Inhale, unravel yourself. Come into a yogi squat. So take the feet as wide as the mat, the toes pointing out. Pressing the palms together, using the elbows to gently open in the knees. Finding some length in the spine. Gorgeous. Placing the left hand down on the ground, reaching your right arm all the way up and back, looking to the right hand. If you want to, you can also go for the bind here, wrapping the left arm around and catching hold of the fingers behind you. Keep pressing that right shoulder back. Amazing concentration, everyone, and then release. Come back to the center, plant the right hand down, the left arm comes all the way up and back, look to the left hand. And either staying here or choosing whether you want to bind on this side. Well done, release, come back to the center, and we're going to go for our arm balance or crow pose. So if you already have crow in your practice, please feel free to go into it using your own time. If not, we're going to talk you through the steps. I'm pretty sure all of you can do crow, but we'll talk you through it anyway. So just planting the weight into the fingertips, maybe turning the wrist slightly in. Start to bring the knees high up into the armpits and then take the weight forwards. Keep looking slightly ahead of you on the ground. And then just test one toes and then the other. Start to, amazing. Yes, lovely, Mim. Lovely, Danny. I can't quite see Sarah, but I think you're up as well. Amazing. Yes. Gorgeous. Super strong. And then nice and lightly come all the way back down. Lift the hips up, coming into a standing forward fold, keeping the hands on the ground. Bring the forehead towards the knees. Just let the blood flow to the brain. Release through the spine. Take the hands behind the calves. Wrap the hands behind the calves and see if you can bring the hairline towards the knees. So see if you can fold even deeper in your forward fold. Keep pressing the hips up and back. Take the weight slightly more forward into the balls of the feet. Amazing. Then take a nice big bend in the knees. Reach the arms all the way up. Press the palms together. And exhale, draw the hands down through the center. We're going to find our tree pose. So choose a position for your foot, for your balancing pose. And we're going to do, the left leg is going to be grounded first. So spread the toes. Really get connection with the ground on that left leg. Start to engage the left thigh muscle. Dig the left heel down into the ground. Then choose a position for your tree. So toes balancing, calf, thigh. And there's a lot of argument in the yoga world whether you should put it on the inside of your knee. Traditionally they said no, but now listening to chiropractors, they're actually saying it's the perfect place to put it. So you choose what feels right for you. Find your drishti point, find your point of focus. Plant the palms together. Keep pressing that right knee out to the side. If you want to test your balance, maybe try closing the eyes for a couple of seconds. See how grounded and centered you actually are. Reaching the arms all the way above the head. Exhale, release the arms. Let the arms be fluid. Wave them around like the branches and the leaves of a tree. Grounded but soft. Bringing the hands back together in front of prayer. Taking the left hand to the left hip. We're going to bring the right, the first two fingers around the right big toe. Sorry. And then extend the heel out in front of you for hand to toe pose. If that's not available for you, then just hugging that right knee in with the right hand around the right knee. Amazing. Keep pressing that right shoulder back, pulling the leg towards you. And then try taking that right leg out to the side. And if you want to, you can extend the left arm all the way out to the side as well. Amazing. Don't worry if you fall out, just try to come back in. And then bringing that the right leg all the way back to the center and slowly lower it down. Give yourself a little shake out, shake the legs, shake the arms. Same on the other side. Plant that right foot down. Really create connection with the ground with that foot. Little micro bend in the knee as well. Don't lock the knee out. Choose a position for your left foot. Bring the hands into prayer. And find your center, find your balance, find your drishti point. Inhale, reach the arms above the head. And exhale, let's take some movements with the arms. Balancing the masculine and the feminine, the strong and the soft. Then bringing the arms back into prayer. Releasing the right hand to the right hip. Bending that left knee. And either hugging the left knee in towards you or taking the first two fingers around the big toe and pressing the heel away from you. Amazing. Keep pressing the shoulders back, spine is nice and tall. You might find it easier on one side than the other. I find it easier on the left side. Taking that left leg all the way out to the side. And if you want to, extending the right arm. Amazing. Super powered Sunday morning. And then coming all the way back to the center, releasing that leg down. Give yourself another little shake out. Inhale, reach the arms up, press the palms together. Exhale, fold at the hips, come all the way down. Fingertips in line with the toes. Forehead comes towards the knees. Come back into your forward fold. Take a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to slowly walk the feet back into downward facing dog. Couple of nice deep breaths here. Just find your alignment. Nice long spine. And then take a little bend in the knees. As you inhale, we're going to slide the left heel all the way up and back, finding your three-legged dog. Pointing the toes down towards the ground. Amazing. Bend that left knee, keep the foot flexed, open the left hip, look underneath the left arm, find your scorpion tail. Feel a stretch across the front of the left hip. And if you want to, stay here or drop that left foot all the way back and over, reaching the arm over the head, coming into your wild thing. Pressing the hips up. Amazing. Exhale, plant the left hand down, slide the left heel up and back. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards the chest. Take the shoulders over the wrists. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. Exhale, plant the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee down. Just taking a couple of breaths here. And then come onto the outside edge of that left foot. Bring the left hand to the inside of the left knee. And just gently allow that hip to open. Press the left shoulder back. Keeping the right elbow soft. See if you can use the breath to just soften into that left hip. And then releasing the left arm, sweeping it up and back. Bending the back knee, catching hold of the toes. Keep pressing the left shoulders back and just pulling that foot towards you till you can feel a nice gentle stretch on the front side of the right quad. Find your ujjayi breath. Well done. Release that back foot. Plant the left hand down. Tuck the right toes under. Lift the right knee off the ground. Start to squeeze everything into the center. Squeeze that right glute. And if you want to, come down onto the forearms. Nice, long, slow breaths. Well done. If you're on the forearms, coming back up onto the hands. Then that back knee, pop it to the front of the mat. Sit on the inside of the right foot. Find a nice tall spine. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, fold forward and wrap that arm all the way around the left leg. Catch hold of the fingers behind you. Pressing the right shoulder back. Take a couple of breaths here. You one step ahead of me there, Mim. You can either stay here or if you want to, drop your forehead down onto the right knee. Well done. Inhale, come all the way back. Step the right foot next to the left. Come back to your forward fold position. Bring that hairline towards the knees. And then stepping the feet all the way back to the back of the mat into your downward facing dog. If you want to take a child's pose here to give your wrists a little rest, please do. If not, we're just going to hang out in down dog for a few breaths. If you're in your child's pose, just coming up gently back into your down dog. As you inhale, we're going to slide the right leg all the way up and back. Bring back to your three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that right knee. Draw it into the chest, and this time we're going to find pigeon. So dropping the right knee to the outside, the right side of the mat. Lovely. So just making sure that we're not rolling over onto the right side here. We want the body in a nice straight line. Checking that that leg behind you hasn't traveled over to the left or the right. Lovely. Coming up onto the fingertips. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing up and down the front side of the body. And then slowly coming down onto the forearms. Seeing how that feels. If it feels okay, you can come all the way down. Make a pillow with the hands. Rest the forehead. And just notice where you can feel the stretch in the hips. See if you can use your out breath to soften into this stretch. It's really easy when you're in a challenging stretch like this to kind of grip What we want to do here is just let the breath soften the hip. See how long and slow you can make the out breath. Well done. As you inhale, slowly coming all the way back up onto the fingertips. We're going to drop onto the right side of the hip this time and bend the left knee in towards you. We're going to go for mermaid pose. I'm doing this because I know you guys are a little bit more advanced, but don't feel like pressure to do it. So with mermaid, we're going to take the foot into the crook of the left elbow. We're going to catch hold of the fingers and then bring the right elbow over. So I'm going to do it this way. So this foot goes into the elbow. We take hold of the fingers and then draw the elbows over. And that's our mermaid pose. But this is a really intense pose, so if your back's not up to it, please don't. Amazing. Yes, girls. Gorgeous. Amazing. And then slowly release. Planting the hands down, tucking the toes underneath, coming back to your downward facing dog. Drop into the knees. Let's take a little child's pose here because that's quite an intense stretch. Fingers stretched out in front, forehead down onto the ground. Closing the eyes, just bring your focus back to that circle of breath, that flow of prana. Well done, coming back up to all fours. Take a little cat-cow if it feels nice in the back. And then when you're ready on an out breath, pushing back up into your downward facing dog. Lovely. Inhale, slide the left leg all the way up and back. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards the chest. And then plant that left knee to the left side of the mat, finding your pigeon on the opposite side. Shuffling the right toes back. Coming up onto the fingertips. Pressing the shoulder blades back together. Gorgeous. As you exhale, coming slowly down onto the forearms. And if that feels okay, coming all the way down, making a pillow with the hands. Closing the eyes. And just feel that really amazing, juicy, gorgeous stretch into the outside of the left hip. Allow it to release, allow it to let go. Well done. Slowly start to come all the way back up onto the hands. Sit down onto the left hip. Pull that left heel in towards you slightly more. And then bend the back foot. When you go for your mermaid pose, that back foot goes into the crook of the right elbow. Take hold of the fingers. Amazing, gorgeous. Amazing mermaids. Gorgeous. Well done, and slowly release. Oof. Plant the palms down. Come back to all fours. Just take a couple of cat-cows here, releasing the spine, maybe some circular movements of the spine. And then sit back on the heels. You're going to drop over to the right side of the hips and bring the left leg over the right knee for Ardha Matsyendrasana, half spinal twist. Making sure that the sit bones are on the ground. Pull that left thigh in towards you. Find a nice tall spine. Perfect. Left hand comes behind you on the ground. Right arm reaches all the way up. And as you exhale, twist to look over the left shoulder, using that elbow to get you deeper into the twist. And if you want to, you've got the option to bind here as well, passing that right hand through. I can't do it on that side, so I won't, but see if you can draw the breath down through the crown of the head, all the way down into the ground. And then all the way back up on the out breath. Coming back to the center, but staying in our twist. I'm going to give you an option for a little arm balance here, seeing as we're doing a little bit more fancy today. So keeping the elbow where it is, planting the palms down. We can rest the left hip on top of the left elbow. Start to take the weight forwards, and then lift the legs off the ground and separate the legs. That's it, amazing. Yes! Amazing, Mim. Yes! Gorgeous. Excellent. Excellent. And coming back to the center. Always fun to have a little try at these things. And then take the right leg over the left. Same on the other side. Pull that right thigh in towards you. Right hand comes behind you on the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm all the way up. Twist to look over the right shoulder. Use that elbow. Looking all the way behind you. See if you can even look out of the right corner of the right eye, so you're kind of using your peripheral vision. Nice, slow breath all the way up and down the spine. Well done. Inhale, come back to the center and go for your arm balance if you want to. Same again, planting the palms down like we would in our crow pose. And resting the right hip on top of the right elbow, taking the weight forwards until we find that balance point and then extending the legs out. Yes. Amazing, and extend the legs out. Yes. Amazing control. Well done, guys. Even if you try and just get a couple of millimeters off the ground, it's something new for the body. Amazing, well done. And then because we've done quite a lot today, I think we're due for a little lie down. So let's come all the way down to the mat. So nice and slow and controlled. Use your stomach muscles, lower yourself down. Got a way to start a Sunday morning. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out to the side. Bring the arms underneath the head. Interlace the fingers. And just take some nice deep breaths. Allow the inside of the hips, the inside of the thighs to release. Breathing into all four corners of the torso. Then releasing the hands, take the soles of the feet towards the sky, catch hold of the outside of the feet coming into your happy baby. Press the low back down into the ground and just gently rock side to side. Well done, and lowering the legs down onto the ground, finding your final relaxation posture, your Savasana, however you want to take that. But just really allowing the whole body to completely relax, to be really heavy, closing the eyes. And just notice how the body feels, notice how the mind feels compared to the start of the practice. Maybe there's a little bit more joy in the body, a bit more energy, a bit more peace. Whatever it is you needed today, invite that into the body. Allow the breath to become soft and natural. And then taking the awareness down to the soles of the feet. Relaxing the toes, the soles, the heels, ankles. Relaxing the calves and the shins. Soften the knees and thighs. Feel the whole weight of the legs as they completely relax. Soften the pelvis and the hips. Feel them completely relax. Relax the whole of the back as it presses down into the ground. Relax the whole of the chest. Make the belly soft. And relax those internal organs. Consciously slow down your heart rate. Relax the stomach. Taking your attention down to the ends of the fingers as you relax the fingers and finger joints. So back to the hands, arms. Relax the wrists. Allow the whole arms to be soft and heavy. Relax. That sense of rest and repair that is so important for our yoga practice. Relaxing the shoulders that carry so much weight. Allow the stress to just float away. Relax the neck and the jaw. Soften the cheeks. Even relax the ears. the eyelids be soft and heavy. Completely melt and relax the forehead and scalp. Feel the whole body now completely relaxed. I'll read you a short poem by Deborah and Quibell, which she calls her daily heart training. Open when I want to close down. Stay still when I want to run. Look when I want to turn away. Feel when I want to forget. Be silent when I want to speak. Forgive when I want to blame. Look within when I want to project. Shimmer, yes, shimmer when I want to stay small. Bringing the awareness gently into the body, taking any small movements with the hands and the wrists, with the feet and the ankles. Pulling the knees up into the chest, rolling over onto the left or the right side. Keeping the eyes closed. Just take a few moments here. And whenever you're ready, gently pushing yourself up into any comfortable cross-legged position. As you inhale, find length in the spine, reach the crown of the head to the sky. As you exhale, draw that energy down, relax the shoulders. And just find your moment of meditation at the end of your practice. Make a promise to yourself to keep that amazing, peaceful, yogi energy inside the body and take that with you for the rest of the day. And make a commitment to yourself to do at least 2 minutes of meditation every single day. Maybe the morning works for you, maybe last thing at night, maybe in the middle of the day you just want to go and hide in the toilet away from the world and close your eyes. Take your awareness inside the body. There's an awful lot going on in the world at the moment in terms of politics, in terms of spirituality. Hopefully all these crazy shifts will bring about something more positive for the world. It's down to us yogis to keep the peace. So with that in mind, bringing the hands together in prayer in front of heart center, we're going to send all of our amazing energy out into the world by saying one Om together. We'll take a deep inhalation to prepare. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.